Hi, this is Rabbi Yitz Staum of the Jewish Student Union of St. Louis. Welcome to this week's Moments of Inspiration. I once had a student ask me, Rabbi, we look into the Torah and we see all these tremendous miracles that happen, the splitting of the sea, the plagues, even when the Jews went into Israel, tremendous, miraculous things that happen. Well, why doesn't Hashem just do those kind of miracles today? And then it would be easy to believe in Hashem. Rabbi Yaakov Emden, an 18th century scholar, writes in an introduction of his commentary to the daily prayer book, the Siddur. He says that when I consider history and I look at what has happened to the Jewish people, he says, Chai nafshi, I swear by my life, that the greatest miracle that has ever happened, greater than all the miracles that happened in Egypt, greater than all the miracles that happened in the 40 years that the Jews were in the desert, and greater than all of the miracles that happened when the Jews entered into Israel. The greatest miracle ever is the miracle of Jewish continuity. We find that there are many historians that write about the Jewish people, and they're perplexed. Mark Twain, Blaise Pascal, many people have written, they said, it's inexplicable what the Jewish people have gone through. Rabbi Emden adds at the end that what makes this particularly forceful is the fact that our prophets talked about it. They predicted that this would happen. And now we see that the Jewish people are alive and well despite everything that we've gone through. Now Rabbi Emden wrote this. He passed away in 1776. This is before the Russian pogroms and blood libels of the 19th century. This is before the Holocaust. And he said, the more that we persevere and we move on, the miracle becomes greater and greater by the day. We're in 2022. Think about that. And one of the places that the Torah talks about it is in this week's Torah portion of Bahar B'Chukosai. The Torah tells us of things that are going to happen to the Jewish people. It tells us of the suffering that we're going to have, being thrown out of Israel, being chased by our enemies. But the Torah says something amazing. There's a promise. Hashem says to the Jewish people, Va'af gam zos, and even during this time, B'hiyosam be'eretz oivehem, when they're in the land of their enemies, lo ma'astim v'lo ga'altim, I will not be disgusted by them, and I will not be repulsed by them, lechalosam, to destroy them, lahafer brisi itam, to annul my agreement with them. Ki ani Hashem Elokehem, because I am Hashem, their God. The Torah tells us that Hashem will never forsake the Jewish people. We're going to suffer tragedy, we're going to suffer terrible things, but we're still here. And natural history can't explain it. The only explanation that we have is the tremendous bond of love that we have with our Father in heaven. So when we take a step back and look at history through a broad lens, we should look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I'm a miracle. And that should give us the impetus and the motivation and the inspiration to make something great of ourselves. Thank you very much for watching. Shabbat Shalom from JSU.